Day 15 of my 100 days public speaking challenge. Hi, my name is Olayinka. I am a project manager. And what this means is that I help people and organizations plan and execute projects that aligns with their goals and deliver measurable results. Today I want to talk about lessons learned in project management. Yesterday I did a recap of the past 2 weeks, what I have observed, what I have learned since I started this challenge. And that exactly is what lessons learned is. It's not about pointing fingers, it's about recognizing the opportunities for growth. In project management, lessons learned is documented as you go. You do not wait until the end of your project before you document lessons learned. And this is because memory is tricky. When you're remembering an incident, you're not remembering the incident exactly. You are remembering the last time you remembered the incident. And memory is very tricky because over time, accuracy fades and emotion accuracy reduces and emotion fades. You forget some very important information, and that is why you need to document your lessons learned as you go. So normally you have your document open, and at the end of every day you first acknowledge the small wins, what worked well. It is very important to always acknowledge what went well. Then you ask yourself, what did not go well? What could I have done differently to achieve a better result? And that is what you implement. What lessons learned does in project management is that it turns intrinsic knowledge, your personal experiences, your skills, and your lived reality, it turns it into extrinsic knowledge, which is knowledge that you can transfer. And the moment you're able to capture your experiences and turn it into something you can transfer, it helps not just yourself, it helps the next project, it helps the next project manager, it helps the organization to produce less errors and more accurate results. And every great project manager knows that this is what makes you a good leader. Intrinsic knowledge, like I said before, is, let's say for instance, you call a painter and you say, let's say this painter has 5 years experience, and you say, I want to paint a 5 bedroom duplex, and then the painter tells you, oh, you're going to need about 13 to 15 buckets of paint. That is intrinsic knowledge. That is what the painter knows from experience, because that person has carried out such project before, so they can estimate off for the top of their head. That is intrinsic knowledge, knowledge that comes from within, that you know. Now, extrinsic knowledge is, let's say you call a painter that has 1 month experience, their execution is very good, they're very good, but they just started, and you say, I want to paint a 5 bedroom. And then they say, okay, let me ask somebody. And then they ask somebody, a subject matter expert that have carried out this project before, and the person said, okay, you need about 13 to 15 paint. That is extrinsic knowledge. That's knowledge that has been transferred. So in project management, timing matters. Documenting your lessons learned as you go is very important. It is not for you to point fingers, to acknowledge blame or apportion blame. It is for you to recognize opportunities for growth, and it helps project execution be better. It reduces errors. It just helps for great execution. So I hope you have learned something today, and thank you for watching. Do enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.